Hi guys, welcome to Easy Peasy Gardening. I'm your gardener friend Ruchi, and today we are going to talk about geraniums. So geraniums, as you know, they are known for their bright colored flowers, and they grow in bushes, and the flowers actually grow all year long. So that's the nice thing about these plants, that once you have planted it, there are some or the other flowers always coming out in these bushes. And even inside, if you want to put them indoors, as long as they get a lot of light, if you put them on the windowsill which is south facing, they keep blooming even inside. Uh, they uh, they like full sun and well draining soil, but they don't like too much dry soil. So you have to water it often, especially in the summers. In winters, their leaves kind of they start to turn, reddish or maroonish because of the cold weather. But once the weather is good, it is warmer, then the leaves will turn green again. So the easiest way to propagate geranium is through the cuttings. So I have these geranium cuttings with me, uh, and there are two different types. So this one is in light orange color, and this is bright red. And what I did was that after I cut them, I left them in a shaded area for a couple of days so that the callus forms at the end, so that they don't rot when we put them in the uh, soil. So now we'll just remove all the leaves from the bottom and just leave, a couple of leaves on the top. So this one is ready. Same thing we can do with this. So and these leaves are pretty stiff. uh, you know they can be removed very quickly. Now here there is a full growth. I'll just remove that. And the reason for that is that you know we want these stems to focus on generating roots rather than supporting the leaves, because leaves will require a lot of energy. So now these three are ready. So here I have a planter in which I have put a regular potting soil mix. I'll just make a hole and make sure that at least a couple of nodes are the places from where the leaves grow. So these are the places from potentially the roots will also grow. So you just make sure that at least a couple of nodes go inside the soil, and then just compact the soil so that it gets the support. The branch gets the support. And cut off this one. That's it. So now I'm just going to water it, and then I'm going to leave it in a shaded area where it gets a lot of filtered light but not direct sunlight, so that they get the chance to recuperate, and then we'll see how they perform. Normally they like bright sunlight, but because we have just put a cutting, it's better to keep them in a shaded area. So here are our geranium cuttings after a couple of weeks. They look in good condition, although geranium is really hardy. You can never tell whether it is dying or not, because they are really hardy. They, without any roots, they just keep going. So far I have kept them in a shaded area so that they get some time to recuperate. Now I'm going to move it to an area where they get some morning sun. So our geranium cuttings are doing fine. It's been 2 months that we planted these, and all three cuttings have new growth, and it's pretty good considering that it is winter time. So this one cutting is slightly slanted, but that's fine. They are all growing, so I'm happy with their growth. And especially it is winter time, so and they are kept in full sun meaning, it's winter time, so probably they don't get more than 2 to 3 hours of sun, but they're doing just fine. So it's been a few months, and if you look at our cuttings, they are growing really well. This is the variegated one, and because of the cold weather, winters, they are turning a little bit maroon, but that's fine. As the warmer weather comes, they'll be fine. And I see that there is a small bud coming out here. So, very soon this is going to flower. And even this cutting, this is doing very well. And the third one, actually, it's kind of going horizontal. That's why you're not able to see it like this one. But that one is growing too. And I noticed that at the bottom, all the roots are coming out. So that means the plant is really, these three plants are really healthy, because otherwise these roots will not come out at the bottom. So it's almost time that we transplant them into a separate container, and they will be happy there. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to leave this variegated one in here only, because it's about to bloom and I don't want to disturb it. I'll take out the other two and plant them in my other container, which has more geraniums. So here is my other geranium planter, and if you look on this side, there are not that many plants. There are one or two, and they're not doing very well. So like this one is also there, but this planter on this side is kind of empty. So I'm going to remove these two plants from this and put it in here. The other one. So this one has big roots. This one doesn't have big roots, but it does have roots. So now I'm just going to dig it here. This one goes here. And hopefully, now they will get more space. So hopefully they'll just grow there. And just left this one here. And now this will also get more space. To just put some more soil in this. And even this will be fine here. So, as they grow, I'll report back again. And now the flower buds have opened up. At least one of them has opened up. And there are more here. In due course, they'll all bloom. The leaves are still a little bit dark in color because it is still cold. But now the spring has arrived, so slowly it will get better. But I love these variegated plants because, even if they were not blooming, the leaves are so colorful and the shape is so nice, green with the yellow line. They look beautiful even without any blooms. And this other one, The small one has flower buds coming out, so that's nice. And the big one, that also has flower buds coming out here and new growth on the top. So all in all, both these cuttings and this cutting, they are doing really well. And it's really easy to grow geranium. So, you know, if you like some color in your garden all year long, geranium is one plant that you should go for. Unless, you know, it's really, you have harsh winters or harsh summers, they'll keep on growing and producing these colorful flowers, and there are so many different colors. You can choose one and just go with it, and minimum maintenance required. As the flowers are blooming, you know, the spent flowers should be uh, removed for better growth. For example, this one, you know, this needs to be removed, and it comes out very easily. So as you know, these flower shoots, they are done blooming, you want to remove them to promote more flower growth. Now if you look at this one, half of the flowers are still blooming and half the flowers are spent, so you want to wait for some time and then remove it. So I hope this video was useful to you. If you have any questions, leave a comment and I'll try to answer as soon as possible. If you like this video, press the like button and subscribe to our channel. And I'll see you next time. Happy gardening. Bye.